Hello, everybody. Today is February 16th, 2017, and I would like to make a video today addressing the Day Without an Immigrant protests that occurred today. I guess what happened was the word got out that all immigrants in the United States, especially Latino immigrants, should protest their disdain for Donald Trump by refusing to go to their jobs, refusing to go to stores, and refusing to attend schools today to show their dislike for him and his policies. And I would like to sort of describe some of my reactions to this event. Well, here I am, a high school teacher in North Las Vegas, and I had about 40% of my students not show up at school today. And on most days I usually maybe have lose 10 or 15, maybe 20% of my students just from regular absences and things, but today there were a lot of kids absent who am pretty confident to say that are almost always there and weren't there on account of this protest. And I want to try to say some counter arguments to the protest style here. My first big point I want to raise is Nevada did not go to Donald Trump, and by potentially shutting down the education system and the economy of Nevada, you're not changing anyone's minds. I think that this protest is maybe deserved in, say, Texas and Pennsylvania and Michigan and all the states that did vote for Donald Trump, but the ones that didn't, why do they have to suffer? It would make a whole lot more sense if you turned these states into bastions of freedom and democracy and everyone getting along. Why burn this place down too? Which doesn't really jive with me. And my second and I would say bigger point is this: it's why are you protesting now? Because I can say this, I fought really hard during the campaign season to elect candidates that I agreed with, to get them to be put at the front and center. And the whole time during the election cycle, Donald Trump called Mexicans rapists. He said a bunch of bad things. And there was no big old protest where kids didn't show up at school or where they closed down businesses. That would have been a great moment for it. Show the country how important immigrants are. And don't show up to school. Don't go to your jobs, because it'll be a sign for people, oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't vote for Donald Trump. But guess what? He's elected. He's the president. And now doing this protest isn't going to change anything. Why weren't you there? Why didn't you fight with me during the last year and earlier in the election season? And it really, really bothers my soul that I had some really good, smart students today who refused to attend my class in protest against our president, when they knew this was a possibility at the start of the year. They could have gotten politically active at the start of the year. I had a guest speaker who talked about possibly getting more active in politics, and no kid called him back. Why do you care now when you could have cared before? It bothers me that people don't have an ability of foresight when they sort of just are always reactionary. And anyway, I did encourage my students that if you really did feel bad about Donald Trump, hold this energy and utilize it in the next election cycle. But kids don't want to think that far ahead. And I do think a lot of kids today just heard their friends weren't going to school on account of Donald Trump, so they just joined the bandwagon. They don't really know the policies. They don't really care about politics. Because I have only had one kid attend political rallies with me last year. One. But anyway, maybe this is a sign of a big change. We'll just have to see. Peace out.